that you would have been able to host the Daily Show had you just taken that call.
Just one call.
Well,
That's all it took.
I don't know. And then I thought about it. I was like, you know what? I mean, I don't think you're going to get Tina Fey to come out of whatever sort of pseudo-retirement she's in to work the amount of work that it would take to host a show like that. It's just a banana schedule, and I think she wants to, much like Jon Stewart wants to spend more time with her family since finishing up 30 Rock. But it does kind of sort of make sense that they went for a relative unknown, because the Daily Show is such a, people are going to watch it. It's such a developed brand that I think Comedy Central would have had to spend such a huge amount of money getting someone who is actually a name to do it, to the point where it's probably, from a cost-benefit analysis perspective, getting an unknown is like, everyone's going to watch The Daily Show. If we believe in this guy and his abilities to host it, doesn't matter if he's a total unknown, people will show up to watch it because of what it is.
Well, Jon Stewart was pretty much an unknown when he landed the role, so maybe that's what they had in mind. Is we did it once, it can happen again, and now for the new generation that wants to enjoy The Daily Show, there you go.
What was he though? Because I actually struggle with this a little bit because I was trying to figure it out.
What was that other guy? It was another guy on the him.
Kilborn.
Yeah. He was the host of it. But Jon Stewart had been in. I remember he'd been in a movie called The Story of Us. It had like Sean Connery and Angelina Jolie, and
but he was an actor, not a news reporter.
Right, but he was someone that people had seen, and then he had
He did The Faculty. Remember the Alien movie?
I never saw that.
Oh, it's such a good movie. Big Daddy. He did Big Daddy too. That might have been afterwards, but I see what you're saying.
But Jon Stewart was also, he had like the Jon Stewart show. Like he had his own talk show. And I think it was on MTV. I don't know. I never saw it, but like if you watch Daily Show clips on YouTube, it'll be like, you like that? You'll probably also like this. And it's Jon Stewart hosting something in the 90s that was sort of like a talk show format.
Was he an MTV DJ too? Was he on MTV? No.
I don't think.
I think his talk show might have been on MTV, but I don't. But like, it seemed like he had a little bit more going on than whoever the hell this Trevor Noah guy is. I think to prepare for his role as a fake newsman, Trevor Noah will be studying Jon Stewart extensively and spending even more time studying Brian Williams. Yeah. What else, Funkhauser?
Megan Fox said it's a misconception that she's not very smart.
She went home and had sex with Brian Austin Green and proved the point.
That she's not smart at all, I think, is a big misconception. No, I was reading it, and I'm thinking, Megan Fox, you're definitely concentrating on the wrong part of what people think about you. Like, the fact that she's not super... I don't ever look at Megan Fox and think, like, you know what? That girl's not too smart.
Check out the brain on her.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I mean, I speak from experience saying that, once people find you to be pretty, they just don't want you to be anything else. No, isn't it weird, though?
I know the struggle.
Yeah. The struggle is real. It is kind of weird that you get pigeonholed for doing one thing. And it was funny, I was thinking about that with... actually, I was thinking about that with some of the rappers that you've had on your show. And... we'll talk about this maybe if we have time a little bit later, but you look at somebody like Wax, and I'm not sure, but I kind of got the vibe listening to your interview of his that he sort of struggles a little bit with the success of Rosanna, because like Rosanna's sort of like this goofy, jokey thing, and there's no two ways about it. Wax has a very sort of like developed sense of humor. He's a hilarious person, whether you're listening to his podcast or some of his songs, but he also has some very real important things to say. And I think a lot of the time people have difficulty getting past what they know you for. Doesn't matter how well-rounded and intelligent you are. I'm not saying Megan Fox is well-rounded, except in certain parts, but it doesn't mean that she doesn't have more to offer. And a lot of people, you get stuck because people get comfortable with one version of you, and it's hard for you to step outside that box moving forward. Yeah,
I think unfortunately for Wax, and I don't think he'll get upset at me saying this, but Wax is a one-hit wonder who's still making hits. And that's really what bothers him the most, So I don't know how many Transformers is really considered a hit for Megan Fox. I mean, I would have watched it regardless, whether it had been her or not, or the new blonde chick. I mean, either one. But I think that's definitely the page that she's landed on.
Yeah, no, I think, well, I don't know. Like, acting is also different, too, because, like, Megan Fox is clearly easy on the eyes, and all it takes is the right role. And I think, someone like her could, I don't know, I
Showgirls,
think
too.
Showgirls, too.
There you go.
Yes.
Striptease.
Hold on. Picturing something. Okay, go on. What else?
Beyonce reunited with her former Destiny's Child bandmates.
For a barbecue or
Yeah.
because they're definitely not doing anything live, I guarantee you that.
Who says she never does any charity work? That was nice of her.
I love that.
I wonder if it's and it's funny, what was who was the there was another chick that used to be in Beyonce pre Destiny's Child blowing up. I knew her from Houston.
Kelly something or the other, right?
I don't know. She had a #1 album, straight up #1 album.
Kelly
Nobody
Rowland?
remembers her
Kelly
name.
Rowland? Kelly Rowland?
No, not Kelly Rowland. Like pre-Destiny's Child was kicked out of the band really early on and replaced by Kelly Rowland. By the way, I will give $5 to anyone who can name the chick in Destiny's Child without consulting Wikipedia. That is not Beyonce and not Kelly Rowland. The other one that does like musical theater now. Anyone?
I'm not that into Destiny's Child as I pretend to be.
Yeah,
so I
right.
couldn't.
Yeah, you already win the award by knowing too much about Destiny's Child, I think.
That kind of raises questions about you.
Well,
You're a huge fan,
what?
Destiny Child's fan. Yeah.
Destiny's Child, like, it's omnipotent in Houston. You just can't get spent like 7 years there, and like you just can't get around. You can't. Destiny's Child. It's like being from Ireland and not knowing who all the members of U2 are. It's just impossible. And the like also I was sort of in that community for a little bit. I did sort of like rock remixes for some like I worked with sort of Slim Thug and Paul Wall doing the rock remixes, and it all sort of like they all work with some of the same managers, and Beyonce's mom is hanging around, and you run into her in different places, and it's like it's. I actually live. I own an apartment in the same building as Beyonce.
What?
In Houston? Yeah.
My goodness.
Well, mine is much smaller.
Do you,
You own a broom closet next door?
Yeah. Mine is much smaller and a much lower floor than Beyonce's, and I'm pretty sure they just gave Beyonce her apartment, and being like, "Hey, this way we can say Beyonce lives here. How do you feel about the penthouse?" And I think that was.
you know what I'm picturing? I'm picturing you like sticking your head out your apartment door and like just waiting for Beyonce and timing the elevator ride. For Beyonce, like, is she out yet? No, okay.
Right, yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, I think they had to put in a Beyonce entrance for her.
bet.
Like, I'm not even kidding.
Just
like, just so
chopper
that she
her
could.
on. Yeah.
Yeah.
B doesn't mean basement anymore.
Oh, there you go.
You know who actually who does live in that building, and I used to like see him hanging out on his balcony because he lived sort of across the way from me. Is that guy Kurt Bangs? It was funny because I was following him on Instagram, and I was like, "Hey, wait a second! I recognize this building." I was like, "Oh, Kurt Bangs is my neighbor. He must not make as much money as I thought."
It's you and the senorita Whooper blowing up the tweeter cause it's me up in the speaker knocking the mama seat top down like a player and the sound up in your ears it is the dopest rhyme say I run a game like a cheater I'm balling like they're a cheater complete on the marathon I mean the very last meter competition defeated cause you're my voice is just sweeter so come on follow the leader plus I got the dopest of sneakers fuck the rest I'm the best there's no question fuck the rest and you know fuck the rest I'm the best there's no question are you ready to go one day you gotta know let me just bear with me and you really got one day you gotta know let me just bear with AD on your radio on your radio on your radio fuck the false modesty nobody has ever been better smarter more clever I'm winning every endeavor in competition no you never see a better competitor every fight a vendetta till a head has been severed I'm the best that there is I wake up and piss excellence and if you're coming to battle on your house I put up excellence I'm just here to have a little fucking fun but it doesn't change the fact that I'm second to none fuck the rest I'm the best there's no question fuck the rest and you know fuck the rest I'm the best there's no question are you ready to go one day you gotta know let me just bear with me that buddy. Rolling up in H-Town, always hot enough to do it with the top down. Cool breeze, palm trees, tonight it's all good in the 713. Whoa, 713, whoa, 713, whoa, 713. I live in 212, now live in 713. Well, here I am with the H-Town jam. Came to the city with a master plan. H-Town is my home wherever I'm at home. I return to the land of the Astrodome. People call ice by TV Johnny. Treat you the same if you don't got money. Don't hardly ever gonna look at you funny. 8 days out of 10, it is always sunny. 7 to the 1, 1 to the 2. Come on everybody, rep the city for me. 7 to the 1, 1 to the 3. Come on everybody, rep the city for me. Whoa, 713, whoa, 713, whoa, 713. I live in 212, now live in 713. Whoa, 713, whoa, 713, whoa, 713. I live in 212, now live in 713. Well, it's a punk ass kid from the 212. From New York City, so gritty, I'm steady coming at you. But I got that south in my mouth, I emigrated, I made it. And in the H I can shine, in NYC I was faded. New York to H-Town is a move I made. East Coast to Third Coast, and I'm glad I stayed. New York, that's where all my dues were paid. But now in H-Town, I got it made. 7 to the 1, 1 to the 2. Come on everybody, rep the city for me. 7 to the 1, 1 to the 2. Come on everybody, rep the city for me. Whoa, 713, whoa, 713, whoa, 713. I live in 212, now live in 713. Whoa, 713, whoa, 713, whoa, 713. I live in 212, now live in 713. Whoa. To the 1, 1 to the 3. Come on everybody, rep the city for me. 7 to the 1, 1 to the 3. Come on everybody, rep the city for me. Whoa, 713, whoa, 713, whoa, 713. I live in 212, now live in 713. Whoa, 713, whoa, 713, whoa, 713. I live in 212, now live in 713. Whoa, 713.
Go ahead, favorite the show and enjoy AD on the go. iHeartRadio presents AD.
We will get into the life, motivation, and podcast of our special guest in the studio, Koncept 714, host of Wake the Flock Up. And thank you for being here, sir. You fit this show like a glove. It's been great thus far having you in.
A latex glove, I hope.
Whatever floats your particular boat.
If there's a difference.
I was just trying to say you're good on the radio, but you had to take it there. Okay.
I appreciate it. Hey, dude, really fast. That chick that does the intro, do you know her personally?
Funkhauser does.
Really?
Yeah, why? Is she hot?
Well.
Do you like her?
I'm a married man. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, I'll give you your email address. You take from there.
All right, well, that's good.
I believe she and I are we're friends on Facebook, because after she did like the voice work for the show, she was like, "Hey, I did the voice work for your show." I was like, "Oh,